friends, welcome to All About Guitar Academy. Today we're going to just have some fun. We're going to be looking at how to master Hammer-Ons and Pull-Offs. We're going to be utilizing some riffs from bands like Van Halen, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and that's coming right up. So grab your guitar and I'll see you there. Hey guitar friends, Robert Strom here, All About Guitar Academy. The little riff you heard at the beginning of this video, Eddie Van Halen, Summer Nights. Now I know I didn't sound as good as Ed, but I wanted you to see kind of what a pull-off looks like, and I would consider that a pull-off from that song. And we're also going to be looking at hammer-ons as well, and I'm going to explain a little bit about how to do each one of those techniques on your guitar. So if you're just starting out at guitar, hey, it's okay. Grab your guitar and let's jump right in. If you're an intermediate player but you're wanting to learn how to do these hammer-ons and pull-offs a little bit better, I'm hoping that this lesson will help you out. So also remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content today. Tell your friends about us here at All About Guitar Academy, and that way you'll never miss a free guitar lesson right here at YouTube. So let's take a look at that riff, Summer Nights from Van Halen. What Eddie's doing there is a riff that sounds like this. And all that really is are these notes right here. I'll do that again. Okay, and so that's what we call a pull-off. And he does it really smooth. I mean, he was the master, right? This is a really good example, I believe, of how to learn how to do a pull-off. And let's just go through it really slow. We're going to start here on string number 4 and fret number 4 as well. And we're going to play first the open D note. Then we're going to go to fret 4, fret 2, back to the open D. Then we're going to do the same thing on string number 5. So we end up here on string number 6, fret number 3, which is that G note. So all we've got to do to create a pull-off here, make it sound really cool, is we want to bring our fingers just lightly touching the fretboard. So we don't even have to use our pick. We just get it started with the pick. So. All right, that takes some practice, but I'm going to show you some exercises today too to help you learn how to do that better. So that is basically how that riff goes with the pull-off. Just like that. All right, he also has a hammer-on the second part of that riff that goes like this. All right, let's slow it down a little bit. So we're going the open A. All we're doing is going up half steps on the 5th string on frets number 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going over to string 4 on fret 4. Play that note, and then we're going to walk it back down. Back to that G note again. Kind of like that. All right, so that is how that riff goes. Let's look at another song. Over the Hills and Far Away by Led Zeppelin, one of my favorite all-time songs, utilizing hammer-ons and pull-offs quite a bit in this song. So I'm going to slow it down for you here, and let's just take a look at that riff. Basically what we're doing is we're hammering on with our index finger on fret number 2 of string number 3. That's where we're starting at with the open string, open G string. hammering on down to fret number 2 of string number 3. Then we're coming back off again, so we've got a pull off, hammer down, pull off, and then down here on fret number 4 of string 4, we hit that note, open string, open D string, and then back to the open G. So it's like this. Okay, but let's use what we know how to do with hammer-ons and pull-offs and make it sound a little bit different. Then we're going to a G major chord after that. But it's a cool little riff. Encourage you to practice it. The song is really intense if you haven't learned it yet. I've got a video, how to play Over the Hills and Far Away. I'll put that up here. You can click on that where I go through the whole song pretty much. But that is also a hammer-on and pull-off riff. Now there is a second part of the riff that goes... Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm hammering on again, pull off, back to the open G string, and then the open D. So there you go, Over the Hills and Far Away, an awesome hammer-on pull-off riff song. Let's take a look at some Pink Floyd. Now all we're doing here is we're doing a little hammer-on. We're playing this G note here on fret number 3 of string 6. And we're hammering on playing the open A string, open D string, and then hitting this note right here on fret number 2 of string number 4. Then the open G string, back to the open D string. That goes really nicely with that G major chord in there. But that is also a song that's utilizing hammer-ons and pull-offs. And even the lead solo of this song, Dave Gilmour, is doing some hammer-ons and pull-offs here too. The opening riff goes like this, the opening lead. See what I did right here? That's a pull-off. Let's walk through that one. So I'm sliding up, pull off. All I'm doing is pulling off on the 5th fret here on string number 2. Back to fret 3. And then we're doing kind of like that Eddie Van Halen and Led Zeppelin riff. And then the open string, the open D string. All right, hopefully you're following me here because this is pretty cool stuff. All right, now that's not exactly how that riff goes, but it's very close. So what I really want you to pick up on is the hammer-ons and the pull-offs here. Okay, so basically if we start from the very beginning, so what we're doing, we're hitting this open E, coming down on top of the G, and then pulling off. So we've kind of got a hammer-on pull-off at the same time, like that. Okay, now we're going to take our index finger and we're going to hammer on to fret number 2, string number 5. Then we're going to play that open D note. Then we're going to go down to string number 5, fret number 1. So let's do the riff again. So hopefully what you're seeing there is we've got the hammer-on, pull-off, then a hammer-on, open string. Now we're going to do a pull-off. AC/DC uses some hammer-ons and pull-offs as well. How about some beating around the bush? So let's take a look at that real slow. Alright, so it just takes some practice, but if you can find the notes and practice with your fingers doing the hammer-ons and pull-offs, so let's take a look at some finger exercises that you can do in your spare time to help you to master these hammer-ons and pull-offs and create your own stuff. All right, here's an easy exercise. We're going to use finger 1 and 3, okay, our index finger and our third finger. And what I want you to do, let's practice hammer-ons first. We're going to use these 4 strings, string 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to hammer on to the first note, which is going to be on fret number 2 of string number 6, and then fret number 4 of string number 6. Then we're going to go over to string number 5 and do the same thing on string 4, same thing on string 3. So I'll demonstrate. I'm using my pick. You'll notice I was alternate picking there at the same time. Now let's try it though without using our pick as much. And if you practice this a little bit every day, you're gonna be surprised at how fast your fingers start to move as you practice this technique. So that's hammer-ons. Let's do something very similar to that, but doing it using pull-offs. We're going to do the same general area of the fretboard, and we're going to use the same notes pretty much, but we're going to go backwards on the pull-offs. We want to start on string number 3, work our way back to string number 6. On the hammer-ons, we started on string 6 and worked our way down to string 3. Now we're going to go backwards. And basically what I want to do is start on fret number 4 and then pull off down to fret number 2 and to the open string. So like that. And it's okay if you use your pick a lot when you're first starting this exercise, but we're going to go from string 3, 4, 5 to 6. So So after you're feeling pretty comfortable doing the hammer-ons, and you're feeling good about doing the pull-offs, Let's put them both together and practice doing hammer-on, pull-off, same exercise, but combine the two. All right, that's just an easy little exercise. I hope that helps you. I hope you learned something today about hammer-ons and pull-offs. We're going to have a lot more of that coming your way. And don't forget to go to allaboutguitaracademy.com, where we've got all kinds of resources for you, including a free ebook if you're just starting out on guitar. And I will see you in the next lesson.